Bro Stuff here, and today is January 12th, 2015, and the report titled today is We Are Not Good Enough, and this is based on Isaiah 64, verse 6. Let me give you a little backstory as to why I believe the Holy Spirit spoke to me about this whole idea that we're not good enough. I overheard my wife talking today with somebody, and they were saying that, and I wasn't privy to the whole conversation, but this stuck out and caught my attention. They were saying that they were good enough. And I don't know what they were talking about and why the person had said that, but it struck me. How many people have said or thought that when they give $1 million to a charity, I'm good enough? When they help someone across the street, that I'm good enough to be accepted by God. And I started thinking about the differences between the true believer, the Christian, or the person that believes in Yeshua fully. The difference between that person and a person in the world that doesn't know God. The differences should be amplified and should be obvious. Unfortunately, today in this world we live in, those differences are becoming blurred. But still, with those that really believe in God and are humbling themselves under God's hand and walking with the Lord in faith, there's a big difference between the true believer, the person just playing games, playing with Christianity, and the person that is not a believer. Those differences are becoming more magnified as we move closer to the return of the Lord. The thing I wanted to point out today is I want to unpack Isaiah 64:6 because it makes a lot of sense when you look at it from the Hebrew definitions and the Hebrew perspective. Let's read. I'm reading out of the Holman Christian Standard Strong's Edition. And then we'll talk about some of the Hebrew words. All of us have become like something unclean, and all our righteous acts are like a polluted garment. All of us wither like a leaf, and our iniquities carry us away like the wind. Now, the word all here in the Hebrew is nasa. And that word is to lift up, to bear, to carry, to support, to sustain, to take away, to carry off, to forgive. But it's all-encompassing. When you break it all down to its simplest definitions, it means totality. Everything. All. It includes everything. To cause one to bear iniquity, to cause to bring, have brought, exalt oneself, to carry, to bear continuously, to take away. So you get the meaning here, to be swept away. It means everything, all, have become like something unclean. And all our righteous acts. Now the word all here is a little different. It's kol. When connected to righteous acts, it means the totality of our good acts, are like a polluted garment to the Lord. Now, what does that word polluted and garment really mean in the Hebrew? In the Hebrew, the word polluted means filthy rag, or to do with the time when a woman is in menstruation. And the rags that she would have used to deal with that issue would have become soaked and stained in blood and had, because of that, had become unclean. And so the Lord says when he looks at us, at our righteous acts, it's like looking at a cloth after the menstruation period that a woman goes through every month. The acts of kindness and goodness we act out in our hearts and lives to the Lord, when he looks at it, it's like looking at a unclean, filthy, blood-soaked rag. And the word garment here, it's interesting that the word treachery, deceit, garment, clothing used indiscriminately, that's the underlying implication of the word garment here. So when you put it all together, what the Lord is saying is, no matter how good you can be, the best act of kindness you can muster up still will separate you from me apart from one thing. And that is, apart from faith in Jesus Christ, apart from that, you can't do anything to please me. The only way you and I will ever be righteous and our acts will ever become acts of righteousness is through Christ, through his being born, his death, his burial, his resurrection, his shed blood on our behalf. Through him, we can become righteous. His righteousness is imputed or put in our bank account and covers us. It's everything he has done for us, nothing we have done for ourselves. And I think in the world we live in today, Isaiah 64:6 is a very important scripture to really understand and get into our minds and in our hearts. The world today is a strange place and a very confusing place to live in. And the only way we're going to get through it, and the Christians and true believers today are going to maintain a strong faith-based relationship with the Lord, is to understand that it's through humility and total surrender to the Lord that we gain strength, we gain righteousness, we gain the power of God working on our behalf. So I wanted to encourage you today to check out areas in your life and make sure that your attitude is right, that your heart attitude is right, and that your motivations are correct when you do something. When you do something good, make sure you're not doing it to be seen by men. You know, the Lord talked about that. You know, he accused the Pharisees, Sadducees, and told them, you go on the street corners and you pray real loud so you'll be seen by men. The Lord said, go in your closet. The same thing when we're doing acts of kindness and good deeds. We should never strive to be seen or to be noticed. We want Christ to be glorified and him to be recognized and noticed in everything that we feel we're called to do. So I think that the prophetic word for this is that God's calling us to be people of righteousness through Christ, and to have and there should be a noticeable difference between us and between the lost people in the world today. And our lives should be giving the lost a reason to turn to Christ as they look and watch our lives as we live them. Just a reminder, go to our blog at brostuff.org for all of these reports and our intelligence reports. Also, join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/brostuff. And the audio blog is audioboom.com/brostuff. Make it a great day. Continue to live out your faith. Keep looking up. Jesus is coming back soon.